Opened back in 2003, have a look at the Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Tonight, it's the second of our Monday night doubleheader, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are, as we are off and running on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Slot man moves right. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. So much for staying ahead of the chains with a 3- or 4-yard gain on first down. They move the chains with a nice little run.
Yeah, they're making the chain gang hustle a little bit to try and keep up, aren't they? Because a lot of the first series of games are scripted, many times to probe and find some holes in the defense. Sometimes you attack with some big-time runs, too.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Eagles had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 3rd down and 13. Hurts. And got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Down to the 42, 2nd down. You talk about this Giant defense. Well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not bad.
I don't think he's going to do that, though. He's into space past the 25. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special, because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
2nd and 10. Back to the running game with Swift. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2, because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The drive will start with an option going left. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't hurt too well.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Now Jones. Catch made here by Campbell. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. You look at this Eagle defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 6. Jones is going to put it in the hands of Barkley on the option. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down. 2 carries for him now on the opening drive, both for good yardage.
And based on film study, they thought that there was a chance to spring him more than once for some pretty good yardage in this game.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd down and 6 now. And they'll send the slot in motion left. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a 1st down.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Throwing, Jones. Dancing to his left. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He'll buy some time right. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Giants. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Well, hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Hurts sets up to throw it. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the 1st down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Once again, it's Swift. There he goes, right side. And he will finally be shoved out of bounds down at the 30-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him now, as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit, because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. From the gun, it's Hurts. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. A great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Right there, baby. Get a touchdown! They're so close! Let's get that touchdown!
Throwing is Hurts. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'd say that he learned from his costly red zone pick earlier in the game, because this time he puts the throw away from where any defender can make a play on it. Unfortunately, he also sailed it over his intended target, and that doesn't work out well either.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That was huge after being behind the chains on 1st down to make this second very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on 1st down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on 2nd down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep the defense off balance. I like that phrase, stand ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 74 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Barkley. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Well-timed effort by Darius Slay. Sack on the cover blitz.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there. I said not so fast to a good drive. They pushed to the end zone the last time out.
After that sack, 3rd and long. Tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. forced out to his left. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. James Bradbury there to make the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Second and 9 from the 44. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one down the line of scrimmage.
Now the throw down back to Ryan, incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And the Giants send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full touchdown.
Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 8. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 29 yards, first down. So a good grab there, and here's a guy, he had to learn the offense quick, just picked up as a free agent earlier this week.
And usually there's a connection, isn't there? A past coach, someone from the front office who knew him from before and thought that he could help this team.
Now this throw caught left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On the jet sweep, they get this to Cooks. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Hurts to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a... Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Partner, I think they saw something there. I mean, they came from the right side deliberately, and you know there's always a designated guy who goes and blocks it, but it's the rest of his teammates that get him free.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful.
And he works free. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 91 yards rushing now for Barkley. It's a first down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Out to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Well, I think you have to forgive him just a little bit here, because he's out of the pocket trying to make a play. But he rushes this throw and just wings it downfield right over the head of his wide-open receiver.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here, because the incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, they got to worry a little bit about the clock, because you prefer them to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
On 3rd down, Jones. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by...
Brandon Cooks! Touchdown! Philadelphia! Brandon Cooks! His first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And it looks like one of the DBs DBs has it. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. So how about this for a turn of events? They cut the lead with a touchdown, and then on the ensuing kickoff, get the football right back.
And what a swing in a short amount of time, because the momentum was totally against them. Now it's all in their favor. They've got a chance.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. Oh, it's complete. A diving grab there by Brown. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the play. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Here's Swift. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw here. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. And Garrett's going. Touchdown Eagles. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Elliott good on the extra point. That'll make this a 6-point game. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones. He finds it again. Saquon Barkley. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley. 74 yards. And the Giants come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Here's 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Deonte Banks with it. And the Giants force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would, and in your experience.
There he goes, left side. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Giants. Jalen Hyatt, an even 90 yards as his guys are able to extend their lead. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Second down, here's Hurts. A little short pass, this is Everett. He's across midfield. Big strides, look at him go. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 62 yards. And the Eagles have cut the lead back down to 2. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I'm like, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now Jones looking to throw on second down. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. Now he's loose again. Touchdown! Saquon Barkley, 73 yards. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Play action. Here's Hurts. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. That catch, number 750 of his NFL career, and it puts him even with not just one but 2 Hall of Famers, Michael Irvin and Charlie Joyner. So some pretty good company at 750.
Now you talk about the playmaker, Michael Irvin, and the guy who just made plays, Charlie Joyner. And that's what we're seeing here. Similar style in terms of being dependable, being open, and turning it into plays that you remember.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Well, that offense trying to erase that deficit, get a little bit closer here and climb back into this game in the third quarter. Instead, they further their disadvantage, Charles, with a pick six.
And that defense came out willing to do anything necessary to defend that lead. I think they looked around the huddle and said, who's going to make the big play? Who's it going to be? And the person who just ended up in the end zone with the football, he was the one that answered the bell.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt, Charles, with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
On first down, Hurts. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there for Philly. 45 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert. Boost in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listen to history.
You're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. He's going to air one out. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
Man, you're getting deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level in what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They go play action with Hurts. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Hurts throw taken in there by Cooks. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
Hurts fumbles it. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Throwing, Jones. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. Down the left sideline. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
Elliott good with a PAT. And we'll tie it again here in the 3rd. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Jones. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now a 2nd and 10. Barkley, inside handoff. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 108 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 33 yards that time.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Daniel Bellinger, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's second down.
I can't believe what I watched.
Swift going to try up the middle. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Let's get you.
Hurts. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Isaiah Simmons able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Spins by. Fighting through. He's got space. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake. Down the numbers. There he goes. There he goes again. Inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Giants are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Take that, thank you. Go, baby. Let's go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they... And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown! 75 yards. And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Elliott good on the extra point. Now things going to get more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Saquon Barkley. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Eluding the pressure right. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. Daniel Jones, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are on their way to a 2-0 start.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking, nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Giants 63,
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And CD, you know, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. Last time you think about it, couldn't have been any simpler. One play, one pass, touchdown.
I know those coaches put a lot of work into this game plan, but I don't think they mind possessions like that at all. They just save those calls for this possession instead.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Hurts sets up to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Throwing is Hurts. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And, boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Are you kidding me? Really? I swear I'm leaving the city.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this one's not close. Not even close. Short and to the right. It's no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Pass complete. Goddard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Here's 1st down. Back to throw here. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Great.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Giants come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Giants, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they'll drop to 0-2. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.